Hi, I'm Diego de la Peña.
Hi, I'm Dan Cohn.
I am Mauricio Fernandez,
Natalia Garcia.
and we're going to present annuities. An annuity is a succession of payments, generally the same amount, which are made in equal time intervals and with a rate of compound interest.
Yeah.
Okay, so the main question is, what are annuities used for? Well, there's a simple answer. To organize payment. Okay, so when talking about annuities, we have many types, but the three main types, or the three main we are going to use in class, are this. The first one, ordinary, which is the keywords are at the end of each period or the end of each month.
The second type is anticipated, and the keywords for that one is at the beginning of the period or at the beginning of the month.
And the last type we're going to use is a deferred, which the keywords are the first payment not done on the first period.
Before we explain you the formulas of the annuities, first of all we need to explain you the variables.
So for A represents final amount, P present value, R fixed amount in each period, R rate.
The I represents the interest rate divided in months. The K is only used in deferred annuity, and it's the number of free periods you get. And N is the number of payments.
Here we can see the three types of formulas when they're giving you or asking for the amount. The first is when they're asking for the ordinary amount, and we have already explained the variables and what do they mean, but we're going to go step by step through each of the formulas.
Yes, and depending on the problem and the explanation it gives you, then the type of annuity you will have to use and the different formulas you will have to use.
So, if the problem is asking for the amount, and you were able to identify all of these variables from the problem, as we have already explained in the previous section, then you would know that R is the amount that you are paying each period, and then you would multiply that by 1 plus I to the N. Well, I is the interest and N is the number of payments, and then you would subtract that by 1, and that is all times by R. And then all of that, the result of that, you will divide it by
the interest. Yes. Okay, so when you have an anticipated annuity, then you have to use this formula, which is A, which is the amount, equals R. You already know the variables, so I'm not going to tell them. R times 1 plus the interest, times 1 plus the interest over the interest, all that minus 1. Okay, so last but not least, we have the deferred annuity, and the formula is A equals R times 1 plus the interest, times 1 plus the interest, all that to the power of the N, which is the number of payments in the month, minus 1 over the I of the interest. Okay, so when in the problem you're asked to get the principal or the present value, or when you have the principal or the present value and you have to get one of these, and depending on the type of annuity, you have to use three different types of formulas. The first, it will be the ordinary. The ordinary is P equals R times 1 minus the sum of 1 plus interest, that to the power of minus the number of periods over the interest. That's the ordinary. So when you have the second type of annuity, which is anticipated, you have to use the formula P equals R times 1 plus the interest, times 1 minus 1 plus the interest, that to the power of the minus N, which is the number of times in the period. Okay, so when you have the last type of annuity, which is deferred, you have to use this formula, which is P is equal to R times 1 minus the sum of 1 plus the interest by the power of minus N divided by the interest, and then you have to multiply that by 1 plus the interest to the power of minus K, and K represents the number of free periods which will be given at the problem.
So, in order to exemplify the annuities we're talking about, we're going to use an example, a problem.
So Natalia rents her house at $5,000 a month. She received her money at the beginning of the month. She invests her money in a savings account that gives her an interest rate of 12%, compounded monthly. If for 3 years she receives the rent on the time, how much money will her savings account at the end of the 3-year period?
So the first thing we have to do to analyze this problem is know what type of annuity it is. In this case, we have this phrase that says at the beginning of the month, which we can analyze and conclude that this is an anticipated annuity. And then we have to analyze what are the variables they give you in order to achieve. So they give you 12% compounded monthly. That's the interest rate. So so the problem is asking for the final amount in 3 years. So we don't know A. We need to know A. So B is not required. N it's not required. And the interest is 0.12. We're getting esto es the formula for the amount of the anticipated annuity, which is A so the answer of A is 2,712,943.45, and that's how you obtain A.
These are very important, especially if you want to ask for a loan.
For example, if you like an example for the anticipated annuity is when you pay for school, you have to pay before so that you can take classes.
An example for an ordinary, it would be a bank account.
And an example for the deferred one, it would be when you take a loan for a car and you pay later.